Hey, party people. Me, myself, and I. It's Sunday. Just got off work at midnight. It's 10 after 12. I gotta be back at the same work for 8 a.m. So I'm heading home to sleep fast. Yeah. Tonight I got to work with one of the nurses I don't see very often. G. She's a pretty cool young lady. Born in India. She came over to Canada in 2014. And, you know, she's 23, married, really cool lady. Well, young lady. She just realized tonight that my daughter... I'm tired. My daughter is older than she is, which makes me old enough to be her father. So, yeah, we were... basically, since I got the door at work, me, her, and... Miss S there, because I ain't saying people's names. We were all chatting once I got in the door, and then S had finally went home about an hour and a half after she got off work. Well, an hour after she got off work. And I've been talking to G ever since, off and on, and, you know, kind of giving her the benefit of the wisdom I've learned over the years, and I don't know. I'm an open book. Ask me a question, I'll tell you. Been married once before. First wife was obsessive compulsive, bipolar. Together for 17 years, married for 13, almost 14 years. She wasn't on medication any of that time. She had a violent streak in her. I got a scar on my head, 7 stitches long to prove that. Yeah, so basically, you know, I can admit it now. It took me years to do, but I can admit it now that I was a battered husband. I went through a hell of a lot. In an 8-month time period, I went through bankruptcy, divorce, and child custody all at the same time. Shortly before that, I had a emotional and mental breakdown and hit the lowest I've ever done in my entire life. Met the love of my life, and you know, she saw me at my worst and brought me back up to my best. And all this, it sucked. I could give you the laundry list, but there's no need. Anyhow, let's just say I've gone through a hell of a lot of shit in my life, and it's made me the man I am today. And the me from high school would not recognize the me I am today. Hell, the me from 10 years ago wouldn't recognize the man I am today. So, yeah. I find that, especially with the younger ones, for me, I got no problem telling them my story, or my stories about things I've gone through in my life, and, you know, little things, deep, dark things, you know, heavy things, you know, minor, little, nothing things, funny things, you know, usually with a positive spin on it, you know. My thinking is, if I'm sharing my tales of woe and wisdom and all that crap with you, my thinking is, by being an open book, and you see what I've gone through in my life, if that helps, if you learn something from my stories that helps make your life better, great, fantastic. If all you get is a chuckle out of it, at least you got a smile on your face. You know, it's all good. But hopefully, you know, at the very least, you get a chuckle, you know, you get a smile on your face, but you also realize that life can kick you in the fucking balls, stomp on you, treat you like dog shit, roll you over, set you on fire, and you can still pick yourself up from the ashes, start over from absolutely nothing, and still have a good life and have a positive attitude about it. So if you can learn that, great. If you can learn from my my mistakes and my suffering, even better. That's a positive goal for me. That's something I like. I've been told I should be a counselor. My problem is I can't shut up long enough to listen. I can listen, but I take what you tell me, I take my own experiences in life, and I share them back to you to use that as a way to show you how, maybe, you know, empathize with you, like I've been in that situation or something similar to it. And if I can explain to you how I got through it, maybe that can give you some insight on how you can get through it. Or if you can see how I got through an experience and you know, and did things my way, you can do things your way and you can get through it too. I've been told I should be an emotional. I am emotional. A motivational speaker. Nah, nobody wants to hear all my shit. You tend to hear my stories over and over and over again anyhow. So, I don't know. Certain people get me going. Once I get the verbal diarrhea going, you're in trouble because it's hard to get it to stop. But yeah, I had a... Hang on. Rest your hand on the gear shift, Tony. Hit the button that the gear's down. Now you're running in first gear because you're shifting manually. Yeah. Eeps. I don't know. I'm kind of wired. Been drinking Kickstart. Need to flush my system and then get it out to me, and you know, so I can decaffeinate and get some Z's tonight. Sleep fast. No, I had a good night. Went by quickly. Really lost track of time. Supposed to do certain things at certain times, like, oh crap, I should have done that half an hour ago. Well, let me just tell you this, 15 minutes later, I still haven't done what I was supposed to do. Well, alrighty. S usually goes, yo, Tony, you got the funniest stories. I'm like, yeah, but these aren't funny stories. You know, they may be funny to you, but a lot of people don't realize that when I'm telling you stories, it's not stories. These are real life experiences. Pothole. Can you tell we're in Prince George? I am not making up stories to entertain you. I am telling you true life stories from my past, from my life. And if you're entertained, great. I also find that it's kind of like therapy, you know? You get it off your chest. The good, bad, and the sideways, you know? And if you can talk about it with others and laugh about it, it puts it in perspective. Yeah, that was a deep, dark time. Oh my God. I left my first wife because she was abusive, and I was a battered husband, and I was home alone, and I was, you know, I didn't have a place to stay. I went out the door with a bag of clothes over my back, and not a pot to piss in, or I wanted to throw it out. If I didn't have a penny in my pocket, nothing. I had nowhere to go until a friend let me sleep on her couch, and oh my God, life sucked. But you know what? Life didn't suck. I had a friend who gave me a place to stay and to take care of me. Yeah, I went through bankruptcy for $15,000, which is actually not really much money. I was so far behind, I didn't have any other choice. I was screwed. So that's just the way it is. But, you know, and when I was going through it, oh, it was heavy and dark and deep, and it was bad and everything. But you know what? I came through it. And I'm a better person for it. Police officer, you're not even signaling. He's doing a U-turn. No lights or nothing, but he's just pulling a U-turn. Not even a signal light. I don't know what he's doing. He's in a rush. I think he's trying to find somebody somewhere. Good luck, police officer. Be safe. Protect us. So, yeah. Life is what life is. Life is interesting. It is a roller coaster. Sometimes it's fun, sometimes it sucks, sometimes it's boring as hell. But it makes us who we are. So, yep. Well, almost home. Into the rant and rave on the deep thoughts for the drive home. Later.